Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to take a look at some common oil leaks. First, you'll take off that front cover for the engine cover, and then you just need to remove the air ducts that go into the air filter housing. So once you got those disconnected, you want to remove the vacuum hose connection, and sometimes there's a clip here that you just push off, and then the rest just lifts straight up. Once you pull that out of the way, we can see behind here that we've got the 4 bolts that hold the centrifuge cover on. Some people call it an oil separator, but you pop that hose off. Might be a little bit of oil in there, but then there's that plug for the intake camshaft. So I usually use something really narrow like this. There's not a lot of room back there. You want something that probably ratchets, but you'll usually put the piece in there, and if you can, use your other hand to kind of keep it pushed on there. So usually when you get to the bottom ones, those are the hardest to get off. And I believe all the bolts are going to be the same size. You can kind of see it's hard for them to get out, so you'll probably need to just crack them loose and pull them out by hand, at least on the ones that are going to touch the firewall. So we can see we got all the bolts out here. You might want to have like a rag down there in case any oil spills out. If any does, it wouldn't be a lot. So this is where that last bolt is, the one you really can't see. So I usually use my finger here to just push the ratchet into it, and then it will stay in place while you're trying to break it loose. Once you got it loose, you should be able to do it by hand. It can be kind of tight, but there's a little bit of an opening if you kind of reach around it on the left, but it's really just getting that one out. Those 2 bolts closest to the passenger side are just gonna have to be done by hand because the firewall's just too close. So once you got that out, you should be able to just pull it off. You can see they're all the same size, just like I was saying. And it might take like a little wiggle or something to get loose, but that's about it. So yeah, that's usually what I do, is kind of just cup around it to kind of get under it. So once the seal breaks and I wiggle it loose, then it will, if any oil drips out, it'll just fall into my hand, which is covered by the rag. And once you get it off, you can see there a tiny bit of oil on this one. Sometimes there's a little bit more, but there's a seal that sits all the way around this. It's down here in the car, and you want to make sure you get that off, but it has a little notch, so it can really only go on one way. Once you get that done, you kind of want to look and see with a mirror or something how much oil's down there. And pretty much you just want to wipe that up. So you set the cover to the side, and then you can get a rag and just kind of feel where the edge is, but you want to make sure it's pretty clean. It's probably always going to look a little bit stained, but as long as it's smooth with your finger, that's going to be fine. Otherwise you're messing with like a razor blade trying to clean that up, but it shouldn't be that big a deal. So you can come over to your new part. I can just get this out of the box, and you're just going to replace the cover, and it will come with a new seal, O-ring, whatever you want to call it. And basically you can put it on the cover itself. So You see that it's kind of got that shape already, and it's got some thicker parts on it that'll help hold it in place. So you just kind of line it up, and when you push it on there, that part in the center will deform. And so you just take, you can see that it holds the seal on there, and you just kind of push it on there. You want to start with the center of it, and once the center's touching the back of the camshaft, then that will push in. You can see it's kind of flexible and stuff. So you'll see it just pushes on just like that. And then once you got all the bolts in there, you can put your vacuum line back on. That's actually like a crankcase ventilation, but so then you can start the engine up, let it run for a bit, and then with a mirror kind of check around like this to see if there's any oil leaking from it. There's the potential that maybe the seal moved at the last second and you're pinching it wrong, but if you don't see any oil, you know that should be sealed just fine. You can use your hand like that, but that should be it. Thanks for watching, everybody.